So that is sometimes I think the best part is because people will come in here and their eyes light up and they start laughing and they're like, oh my God, look at this or look at this. And I think some of the best response is if people laugh at my work. Like, and to me that is, I guess, what I'm going for, you know, for my own subliminal messaging is just to make people laugh. My husband wanted to own a cherry orchard, so here we are, cherry orchard. I think I started going when I was in my 30s, and you know, when you're 30 and there's 18-year-old students in there, it's really nerve-wracking and kind of intimidating because you see these kids and you think, oh my God, I'm just some old broad going to school. But I felt like I got everything out of it that I wanted. And my instructor was fantastic. They had really great instructors there and a great facility and anything you'd want, really. This is, it's called Maiolica, but I'm not really a flat person. I like things that have lots of things sticking out. So when I got started doing more three-dimensional type work, it was like my head exploded. I was a fumbling artist. You know, you sell a little bit here, you sell a bit there, you do whatever. But it wasn't until I could actually immerse myself 100% that I actually started to see, you know, a progression in your work. And when you can devote so much time, then the change is just phenomenal, I think. For a while I was putting those chickens on everything. A friend of mine asked me to make an Elvis chicken, and then I kept one for myself because you never know if the first one's going to work out or not. With his huge big comb that's kind of like his hair.
Yeah, perfect.
This is my Canadian whiskey beavers, and this is their beaver dam, and the bottom is the inside of her house. I made up a whole little story about these Canadian whiskey beavers and how they don't take no shit, and I won the humor award for it. So this is a piece that I made along with these goblets. I had it in mind of sangria jug that has 4 people, so that when my friends come over, then we have sangria and we all have a little face cup. I recently took an online workshop on how to make these faces, and so I kind of went a little bit crazy, and I like having like a big nose and quirky, uneven face. They used to be a lot plainer, a lot more plain, and now I spend so much time embellishing them. It takes me probably a week to make 3 of them. So I have to make all the body parts and then kind of let them firm up. Like the flowers is probably the hardest part. Building the thing is the easy part, but all these flowers and all the extra stuff is where it takes the time. Do you name your work? So I make these needle felted kind of stumps that I stick on there, and then I actually needle felt this yarn right onto there. And then I can add more locks and more stuff as I need to. but I just love it. It's a way of using up this yarn and adding a certain softness to these sculptures. I think art is important. It's an outlet, you know, and when I said earlier that I'd made some serious stuff, I really dug deep and on some things that had affected me earlier in my life, and I used building these sculptural pieces as kind of an art therapy, having some way of, I don't really want to say expressing yourself, but having some way of getting those feelings out somehow was really helpful for me, instead of always just keeping them buried deep, which is easy to do, right? So after that I realized, you know what? I really don't like making serious, deep stuff. I'll just keep it really shallow and funny, and that makes me feel a lot better. So I'm okay with that.